Activated, your window into how we can change the way in which we aspire for persons with disabilities, how we change our expectations from seeing inability to expecting ability. Activated takes us on a journey of taking lessons from persons with disabilities in how we must do things differently to unleash the contributions persons with disabilities can and must make to building a disability-inclusive Mzansi. Hello and welcome to Activated with me, your host, Taryn Tomlinson. Disability is often associated with shame and lack of sexiness, and persons with disabilities are often not seen as sensual or sexual beings. Images of beauty used in marketing campaigns are typically of able-bodied people, but over the past few years, young people with disabilities have claimed runways and beauty pageants as their own, changing perceptions of the disability narrative. In today's episode, we look at disability on the runway and meet some people and companies changing perceptions of beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get activated. In today's program, Sanele Xaba uses his voice to change the narrative on how people with albinism are being perceived in society and media. We meet Anneline Mathiba, the founder of Proud Albinism, a modeling and entertainment platform for people living with albinism. Our guest for today is Bernadette Rigny, committed to creating opportunities with a difference and showing that we all have the ability to live life fabulously. In recent years, however, things have started to change. Social media became a tool through which people with disabilities could finally control the way they were being seen. Meanwhile, across the board, calls for greater diversity and the body positivity movement opened up the space to celebrate beauty in all its different forms. As a result, we'll see people with disabilities making appearances on Runway, on the cover of magazines, in fashion advertisements, and in beauty campaigns. This long-awaited representation is slowly but surely changing historical stigmas surrounding people with disabilities. But it hasn't been easy, nor has it been swift. Time to meet Sanele Xaba, international model, actor, activist, writer, content creator, and Rolled Sleeves Outreach Program founder, born in the township just outside Durban in 1994, making him the first edition Born Free. When Sanele was little, strangers would assume he was a white child in the care of a black nanny. In fact, his Zulu mother is a medical technologist who took Sanele's albinism in her stride, but left the township after an incident in which another child shouted "Mhlope," Zulu for white man, and threw a rock at his head. And that was when his mom decided to move to the city.
I'm Sanele. I'm 26 years old. I'm originally from Durban. I'm an international model and a change activist. So I spent half of the year in Cape Town and in Europe, mainly Holland. I think people have made it seem that, you know, people with albinism are a collective group of people. But I'm a black man. If you're a black man, you have albinism. It's a skin condition, not a race. I've decided to use my platform to educate people about that. It's literally just a skin condition. There's nothing else to it. And the person is still, you know, I think we all come in different shades. And I feel like I've taken my albinism I view it as just a different shade of black. And that's how I've carried myself and throughout my career. I really had an amazing upbringing. I was fortunate enough to have a family that understood what is albinism and have made me, you know, be proud of who I am and always aspire to be something big. Funny thing, I actually wanted to be a professional swimmer. I've never wanted to be a model. I was actually scouted when I was 16 years old. With a bit of a big concern in my family, because obviously I matriculated and I went to study and I went to varsity, got my degree, and then instead of, you know, getting into like continuing with my profession, I decided to model full time. What actually made me get into the whole modeling industry, like not a lot of people with albinism had the luxury of having a family or like a strong, you know, support system like myself, and it could have gone completely the other way around. I could have not had any support. So it was a good way to educate and for me to, change narratives of how people with albinism are perceived. I felt like I was always doing like the high fashion work. I was always doing avant-garde stuff and stuff that would perceive me as being like some mythical creature that, that doesn't exist. There was a lot of hurdles where, a lot of big companies, big brands, big clients, and, there was always I'm sure there was always that conversation. Are we ready for like big change? Are we ready to be diverse? But I guess over time, doors started opening, people became more inclusive. But I think that only happened once I started traveling abroad. It wasn't only when I came back from doing big jobs abroad overseas that I guess people and clients this side wanted to obviously then get on board on the whole movement of diversity and change. I guess my legacy would be that I've reached my maximum potential in this game called life, that I've inspired people to follow their dreams and not let society's opinion of themselves get to them.
From being bullied for the way he looks to being an in-demand international model, Sanele's story teaches us that beauty truly is in the eye of the beholder. After the ad break, we meet up with Helga Barkhuizen, a South African filmmaker and official Team USN athlete who grew up in the Western Cape. She was crowned Miss South Africa during the Miss International pageant in 2012 and promotes humanitarian and conservation causes. Welcome back. Bernadette Rigny worked in the USA and gained experience in international marketing and events management. She has skills and management insight in infrastructure and development, as well as transformation and diversity in human resources. She helps individuals design their dream careers and businesses and reach their goals through her website, workshops, and social media. Hello and welcome to the show, Bernadette. I'm so happy to finally have you with us.
Thank you so much. It's really a pleasure to be here with you today.
So Bernadette, for our viewers at home that don't know who you are, in a couple of short sentences, who is Bernadette and what made you who you are today?
I grew up just absolutely loving the fashion and the beauty industry. I never wanted to be a model myself, but I was very interested in what happens behind the scenes. And when I was younger, I was paging through a magazine and I always saw actresses and models with blonde hair, blue eyes. And I came across Cindy Crawford and I was like, all my insecurities about being a brunette, brown hair, beauty marks was out the window. And as a child, I was also very included in all activities such as playing outside and having friends. My parents never really treated me as being different, and neither did my school friends.
As the founder of Fability, your company that you started in 2014, what inspired you to take on the beauty and fashion industries?
When I started the company, people phoned me and they were asking, how do I enter your competition? And I don't know what made them think that it was like a beauty, type of industry. And from there, I felt that there was a big need in the disability sector to be noticed on stages and on TV and everything. And it became a passion of mine to really help everyone achieve their goals and their dreams.
And now, Bernadette, with Fability, you've partnered with some international brands, some big brands. What insights did you gain through, example, partnering with mainstream organizations in the beauty industry?
It was quite exciting, but it was a 2-year process of begging the organizations to be part of the platform and to be more inclusive. And by the end of 2 years, they said, you know what, we think you're right, and we should bring on more models just for more people to relate with, because South Africa is very diverse.
Bernadette, what is your message to the fashion and beauty industries with regards to transforming and being more inclusive?
I think my message would be more to society as a general, because I have seen a lot of development in the beauty and fashion industry. And as a society, if you're not going to support the change and what companies are doing, it's not going to be successful. So it's a collaborative item that all of South Africa should just embrace, and we need to break away from the norm. We don't want to see the what we've always been seeing. The world has really changed and shifted its mindset, and I think disability should really be a part and be at the forefront of the change and inclusiveness.
Well, you certainly are a very beautiful woman and a great brand ambassador for your brand. And I thank you so much for the work that you've been doing and for coming on to our show. Thank you for joining us, Bernadette.
Thank you so much.
In late 2013, Helga Barkhuizen suffered a severe car accident in which she lost her left leg and seriously injured her right. After just 11 months, Helga was walking with her third prosthetic, proving a true inspiration to family, friends, and fans alike.
Ek is 'n voormalige mevrou Suid-Afrika. Ek was in 2012 gekroon en ek het in 2013 was ek in 'n ongeluk gewees en toe het ek nou my linkerbeen verloor. Weer gaan deelneem aan 'n skoonheidskompetisie in 2016 en toe eerste prinses geplaas. Ableism, vir die mense wat nie weet nie, is die teenstand en ontevredenheid en onregverdigheid van die wêreld teenoor mense wat gebreke het, soos wat disabilities het. So aan die einde van die dag is dit enigiemand wat 'n hand of 'n arm of 'n been weg het of nie daar het nie, of so gebore is of verloor het. Ek dink dis 'n baie groot teenstand in ons land, want daar's soveel mense wat so gebore word wat nooit die geleentheid gegee word om regtig deel te neem aan al die geleenthede wat ons land bied nie. Daar's 'n groot ding omtrent wat mense sien wat mooi is en wat skoonheid is en wat aanvaarbaar is. En ongelukkig omdat mense nie genoeg opvoeding het nie, kan hulle nie verstaan waaroor dit gaan nie en dan skie hulle weg daarvan. So hulle sal eerder wegkyk as wat hulle daarna kyk en dit aanspreek en vir hulle kinders verduidelik waaroor dit gaan. En so aan die einde van die dag wanneer mense kom by skoonheidskompetisies, sal hulle eerder sê, kyk daai meisie wat so maar is en wat ongelooflik mooi in waakskoene loop. Dit is nou, iets om na te streef. Een ding wat ook vir my uitstaan is die feit dat ek vir my uniese graad elke jaar gewerk het vir 'n roomhuis. Dis dit. Om 'n roomhuis aan die einde van die jaar te kry, sodat ek 'n hele jaar lank daarvoor werk, as ek dit deurgekom het. Maar dit beteken vir my baie, want dit het my hele lewe aan die gang gekry om my eie besighede te skep. En as gevolg van dit was ek een van die mense wat, of nie een van die mense, maar die eerste vrou in Suid-Afrika wat as die jongste CEO aangebied was vir 'n IT-maatskappy, en hierdie IT-maatskappy het gewerk in die opvoedkundige area, soos met e-learning, wat almal deesdae gebruik as gevolg van COVID. Ek het in 2020 Oktober teruggekom van Nieu-Seeland af en daar het ek 'n besigheid begin wat 100% gefokus het op geesteswetenskappe, so op mental health en well-being. En toe ek terugkom, toe het ek betrokke geraak en in mense vasgeloop wat meer in die fiksheidsly is en in die gesond leef en eet ly is. En so het ek toe besluit, nou maar ek gaan daai besigheid konsep wat ek gehad het omskep in wat nou deesdae as my huidige besigheid bekend staan. Dit gaan oor fiksheid en hoe jy eet en hoe jou geestestoestand is.
Skoonheid kom in soveel verskillende vorms en groottes en dit is so belangrik vir ons jeug om hierdie uitbeeldings van skoonheid te sien. Ons is terug na die advertensiebreek. Welcome back. Nosiphiwo Masikane is the founder of Ladies on Wheels and Zal Cosmetics and co-founder of Izipho Cleaning Services. She is a motivational speaker, author, beauty, lifestyle and fashion blogger, as well as a brilliant makeup artist. She gave us some valuable makeup tips on how to look your best. Let's meet her.
Hi, my name is Nosiphiwo Masikane and I'm a makeup artist from Pretoria. I have a disability called scoliosis, which causes a curvature on your spine, which results in me not being able to walk. And I'm going to walk you through a makeup routine. So I'm obviously going to start with the brows to keep them still. I'm gonna put on powder. This is banana powder known as translucent powder. I use the Benefit Brow pencils because I like it. It's more precise and it gives me the ability to draw the way I want to draw the brow. The thing I love the most about being a makeup artist is that I get to do different faces every day. You know, it's nothing boring. I would say the most important items are your lipstick, your powder, and the third one, your lip gloss. Okay, right now I am powder contouring because everything in makeup you need to set so that it looks nicer and it doesn't look too oily.
En nou reis ons na Johannesburg om die jong opkomende ster te ontmoet met die naam van Victoria Giuricich, 'n model, klereontwerper en gretige gimnas. Victoria Giuricich is living with trisomy 21, commonly known as Down syndrome. Despite the disorder, Victoria has done well academically and in her modeling career, and is currently making waves in the modeling industry despite her Down syndrome.
I went to Presa High School when I was a baby. Then when I grew up, I went to matric. I like to dance because I do rope and clubs, and I'm ready for more to do. In competitions, I am a rhythmic gymnast and I am a model. I want to compete in South Africa and in Portugal because I am a bit of Portuguese. I want to travel with my parents, so my mom, my dad, my facilitator, by myself, or with my brother. I was on top model South Africa, diversity. I won. When the light shone on me, I was in the middle. My friends, my family, my fans, my facilitator and my brother, they all support me and help me with everything. But sometimes I get a little scared. But I love to be focused on the stage. I love to do drama. Madeleine Stewart, she inspires me to become a model because she knows that I want to modeling, and that is my career. I work with amazing people. I work with photographers more. I love photographers more, and even when my mom mentions, I feel happy to be delighted in front of the camera. That's why I am a model. Always believe in yourself. You have what it takes. Never stop smiling or shining.
What a joy. We wish you all of the best of luck for your future, Victoria. We are looking forward to following your journey. And just like that, another episode has almost come to an end. And as always, we like to leave you with some food for thought with a poem by Anneline Mathiba, a proud woman living with albinism, aiming to inspire and uplift the albinism community through modeling and film. Without any sponsorship or funding and just pure hard work and faith, a mission to fight the stigma that is still attached on people with albinism. Remember to join in next week at the same time, right here on SABC2. You belong. Tot ziens.
I am God's beautiful creation, amazingly, beautifully, powerfully, and majestically made. In His grace, in His favor, I am His daughter, a daughter of destiny. Through obstacles, I push. Through discrimination, I rise. Because I'm only human, and there's nothing magical about me. And here I stand, with no melanin, no problem, because it's in my DNA. I love my brown eyes, my blonde hair, and beautifully created pale skin. I love being uniquely black. I was taught confidence, reassurance of myself. I was taught most of all to love myself because I stick out like a sore thumb. And I saw and realized that my rare beauty and attention that I cause in these streets rub you up the wrong way. I am and always will be a proud albinism woman.